What's good, BF fam? This is Big Tone coming at you from Big Tone Productions Beats and Feast. Hey guys, you know what time it is. It's time for another cooking video. But today we're going to do something outside on the grill. We're going to do a bacon wrapped cannonball cabbage. That's what I call it. Anyway, it's a whole cabbage covered with bacon stuffed with an enormous amount of butter. But anyway, if you like the video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Turn on your post notifications and share the video, guys. I appreciate it. Hey, let's get started with the cannonball cabbage. Alright guys, so here we are. This is all the ingredients you need for this. This is such a flavorful recipe, man. I can't even tell you. You just gotta take my word for it, and I wish I had smell-o-vision. But anyway, so all you need is your whole head of cabbage. I got some butter softened and melted here. Melted butter here. I got some bacon. I got the hickory bacon. I like that. I got my pink Himalayan sea salt. About a half a can of beer. Some garlic, minced garlic, some black pepper. It's all you need for this recipe, guys. It's a very, very simple recipe. So to start out with on this recipe, you need to take your cabbage, you need to hollow it out. So you got a pretty good portion of it hollowed out. That's where you're going to put the majority of your ingredients. So I got my cabbage hollowed out here. The first thing I'm going to add in here is a little bit of salt and pepper. Alright. And a little bit of pepper. And you know me and pepper, I love it. So I might be a little heavy-handed. You put what you want to put on it. Then I'm going to add some of my melted butter. Alright. So that's in there. And we're going to add about a tablespoon, about a teaspoon of garlic. And I'm using just regular old minced garlic. You can put in garlic cloves if you like. But a heavy teaspoon of minced garlic. Then we're going to add a little bit more butter. So you see the point here. The rest of it, I'm going to put some more butter in here. I'm trying to use about a stick of butter in this. Just about a stick of butter. The hardest part, I think, is keeping it upright. Hard to keep this upright, guys. If you want, you can cut a little flat spot out on the bottom just to keep it upright. But I got the majority of my butter. Now, if you don't use a whole stick, that's fine. It depends on your liking. I know butter gives it a lot of flavor. Alright, guys, so there we go. It's the majority of my butter, and I'm going to put a tad bit more pepper in there. Alright. So the next part is kind of the fun part. You can kind of get your kids to help with this if you like. And I'm going to take my bacon. Usually I put about 6 slices of bacon, but it really just kind of depends on how big my cabbage is. I'm going to take my bacon, and you got to kind of play with it. I usually start there. Now I'll leave a couple openings in the top there. So now before I put the rest of the bacon in, I'm going to take my beer, pop it open. And I'm also going to fold up the sides here just a little bit so that I don't get beer everywhere, because that beer is going to kind of leak out a little bit. Fold up the sides just a tad so I can see it there. And we're going to take the beer and we're going to pour it inside as well. It usually takes about a half a can. This is a small cabbage, so it won't take as much. And it's going to pour out, don't worry about it. The alcohol is going to cook off and it's going to cook in. There we go. Alright, so I'm going to put a few more pieces of bacon over it. Yep, I did it wrong there. I got to crisscross it kind of, just so it stays on there. And I'll put one more piece on it. Alright guys, and I got the thick cut bacon because I like my bacon thick cut. Alright guys, so from here we're just going to wrap this up a little bit more. Just like this. We're going to leave the top vented a little bit. And let's pull these two sides up. And leave the top vented just a tad. And that's all there is to it. Cannonball, bacon wrap cannonball cabbage, guys. That's all it's going to be to it. Now we're going to take this down. We're going to put it on the grill for about 2 hours. It's going to run about 225 degrees for about 2 hours. And then we're going to take it off, and it's going to be the best cabbage you ever had, guys. And we're just going to simply put it on the grill. It's going to take about 2.5, about 2 hours. And it's just going to smoke, and you'll see the finished product. You won't believe it, guys. So let me put this on. We're going to set it right on just like that. We're going to cover it up about 250 and 2 hours. So there you go. There's my my bacon wrapped cabbage here, and it's still on the grill, still hot. So I'm going to take this bad boy in the house. We're going to cut into it, and I'll let you see it in there. Okay, guys? Right. Bacon wrapped cannonball cabbage, guys. What you see there, been on the grill for about 2 hours, 2.5 hours, slow and low, and it's just oozing with juices, guys. And you see the garlic that I packed inside. Obviously, you take that out, put it on a plate, serve it. What's your favorite? You know, you might put a little vinegar on it, whatever it may be. Hey, that's the bacon wrapped cannonball cabbage.